Yes, ma'am. No, like I said, we're open till 5:30 today. No, that's every weekday. Tomorrow is the same. Yes, even Wednesdays. That's a weekday. It's the same. Yeah, Thursdays too. We don't have to go through the whole 5 days of the week, do we? 5:30. Yeah. Even you, believe it or not, even we don't even stay open late for you. I know. I've been trying to petition the powers that be. They don't listen. You have to get here by 5:30. Well, we do. We have the movie. No, honey, we don't. We don't have that movie. Now, we do have the books. If you want to read Shades of Grey, we do have the books here. You know, the little series. And I can check and see if that's available. Oh, it takes too long to read a book. Well, thank goodness you called a library then. No, we will not be showing those movies here. I can go ahead and just tell you that now. We will never show those here. Well, no, it's not about freedom of speech. That has nothing to do with this. It's because we normally, when we have movie days here, just a minute. Are you being impatient right now? Stop it. I'm sorry. No, normally when we show movies here, it's more like family movies. Around the holidays, we show Christmas movies, things like that. But we will not be showing 50 Shades of Grey here, okay? So if you want 50 Shades of Grey from this library, you're going to have to come here and get the books and read them. And if that takes too long, then you're going to have to look for other options. Okay, well, ma'am, this is a library. It is not Redbox. It is not Netflix. It's none of that. Okay, I know it may be too old-fashioned for you. Just a minute. Will you stop shuffling around? It's distracting. It may be too old-fashioned for you, ma'am, but some people still like to actually read things. Okay. No, you're not bothering me much. I mean, if this goes on much longer, you will be. Okay. No, thank you for calling the library. Maybe you'll come in and read something one day. Bye-bye. I think you're late. Yeah, okay, so you're my new intern. I don't need to know your name. It doesn't matter. Well, you're all dead to me anyway. I don't need to see your credentials. Just put that away. I don't care. I don't care about your school. Whatever. It doesn't matter. You don't really understand how it works here. If you're working for me, first of all, you need to be punctual. Well, you were nearly late, okay? You were within 10 minutes of being late. That's late in my book. If you want to be on time, you need to be early. You need to remember that from now on, okay? If you want a good report back to your advisor, I recommend you do that. All right? Now, what I want you to do is I have work for you right away. Oh, you need to go put your purse and your coat away? Well, it's always something with you young people. Just go right back in there. You will find lockers and a little office bag there. Okay? Don't come back up here until you're fully ready. You shouldn't have come up here unprepared to start. Oh, you didn't know where to put your stuff? Maybe be more prepared next time. Okay? The next librarian you work with may not be so understanding and nice. Scoot. Walk quickly. Don't run. I don't allow running in here. Catherine Cooks. Olaf, what? No, I don't have any. I don't have any trash. I'm fine. You don't need to keep coming up here. I was required to dress cheerfully. Some people around here said I was too grouchy. I know. I can't believe it either. So I had to put on something festive. It was a requirement. I was told that if I didn't, I would have to work downstairs with the microfilm, and you know my allergies. I can't go down there. It's almost like borderline illegal, but they make me dress this way because they think it might cheer me up and give me a better disposition. So I have put on a dog sweater. I even have on Christmas earrings and a necklace. This is as cheerful as I'm going to get. I still don't have any garbage. Olaf, look at my trash can. It's completely empty. Okay. Go scrub something. Star Trek. The last dropped off. It's taken her a long time to come back. Oh, hello, small child. Where are your adults? Do I have a what? You need to speak more clearly. Are you trying to say lollipop? Lollipop? You're making me mess up. Let me ask you something, small child. Do you know where you are? Do you know what we do here? We give out lollipops? I'm afraid not. Did your parents tell you that? Well, let me just tell you. They're setting you up for a lifetime of disappointments, not just with the whole lollipop farce. Would you like to know about Santa? Oh, your parents are coming. Okay. We don't have lollipops here. Get used to it. There are no lollipops in life. Bye-bye. Oh, you're back. So like I was saying before, you were so woefully unprepared. You see that cart of books over there? Okay. Do you understand how a library works? Do you understand how the whole book thing works? Because I'm not aware of your level of expertise. I still don't want to see your school papers because that doesn't tell me anything. Yeah, you can snow a lot of people, darling, but you can't snow me. Now go put those books away. You will find on the bottom of the cart a little rag and some cleaner. I do expect you to clean every book and dry it thoroughly before you put it back on the shelf. I do not tolerate dust in my library. We have a lot of elderly people here. They do not do well in an environment with a lot of dust. So I need you to make sure that you clean every book thoroughly. If you need more cleaning supplies, you will find them. There's a big lumbering oafish man walking around here in coveralls. I think he's wearing orange today. I tell him not to wear that because then people think we have inmates working here. His name is Olaf. He's a big hulking man. He usually smells like celery and gravy. Just tell him you need more cleaning supplies, and I said it's okay. He'll do it if he knows that. Okay, sometimes he's a little stingy with the cleaning supplies. I think sometimes he's stingy with his own cleaning supplies at home, like deodorant and stuff, but that's a story for another day. So go put up that cart of books. It shouldn't take you more than, I'm going to give you 11 minutes. You should be able to do it within 11 minutes, and that's generous. Okay, shuffle off. You know, you could walk faster if you wore sensible shoes. Oh, those are not sensible. I keep losing my place. Looks pretty good. Cover's starting to get some shelf wear. I think it's all right. Yes, sir. Do I work here? No, I just wandered in one day and decided I'd stop by for a little career. Yes, of course I work. Why would I be back here? Yes, I work here. What can I do for you? Do I look like I have a social calendar? Do I look like I would care about social events? I have no interest in social events. Well, what's your question? Maybe I'll know. The Camden Christmas Parade. Oh my goodness, I guess they do things like that. Just a minute, you interrupted me. Oops. Let me look on here and see if I can find it. You don't have internet access, obviously, or access to a newspaper or anything where you could find this information. Did you actually come in here to check out a book, or did you just want to ask silly questions? I'll believe that when I see it. Camden Stupid Oops Christmas Parade. Alright. It's going to be December 2nd at 12 o'clock, Main Street in Camden. Okay? Well, I would probably smile more if people actually came in here to check out books and not just ask me silly civic questions. So, maybe I would be prettier if I smiled more. You'd probably be prettier if you lost about 100 pounds. See, that made me smile a little bit. Thank you. Go away. This one's not coming up. What's the problem now? Have you never cleaned anything before? You take the spray. Are you seriously asking me how to clean these books? How old are you? Wow. You know, when I was your age, I owned my own home and had 4 cats that I was responsible for. I'm a very responsible person. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's pathetic. You take the cloth. I don't need to hold it. It has your oils on it. You take the cloth. You spray. You take the bottle of spray and you spray a little bit into your hand, onto the cloth here, that's in your hand. And then you take the book and you wipe it on the front, the spine. You do know that's what this is, right? I just don't know what the basics, I don't know which basics you have a grasp of or not. You seem kind of flighty. And then you wipe the back. Now, you do not spray so much cleaner that it leaves the cleaning product kind of beaded up in little tiny beads on the book, because then when you go to put it away, it's going to stick to the other books. And that makes me very angry, and I will remember which books you put up. And if you do that, I will storm into your class next semester and I will bless you out in front of your professor. I will wrap your knuckles with a ruler if you do that. And I'm not trying to be cute or endearing. I will literally do it. Then you take a second cloth if needed, a dry cloth, and you go back over the front. This is the front of the book. This is a book, by the way, just if you didn't know. And then you dry the side here, the spine, and then you dry the back. And then you put the book away. And then you move on to the next book. I don't know how I can make it any more plain than that. Well, just do your best, honey. If you start to feel dizzy or get a headache, get a clue. Why is this not coming up? It doesn't even belong at this library. Hello, Edith. Yeah, it's me. I wanted to let you know that I seem to have one of your books. It is Murder in the Rose Garden by Elliot Roosevelt, An Eleanor Roosevelt mystery? Well, yeah, I don't know how it ended up here. Somebody just dropped it off at the wrong place. So I'm going to put it... Now I have a few other things for you, and I'm going to send it over by courier. Probably tomorrow. Okay? He did what now? Oh, no. No. That is absolutely untrue. We are not in a relationship. That is a blatant lie. You cannot believe that. No, I will not be bringing him to our next bridge game. Stop laughing. It's not funny. I do not find that amusing. Oh, I'll definitely have a word with him the next time I see him. No, I would not be in a better mood if I had a boyfriend. Okay, I'm getting back to work now. I'll see you Saturday. Bye. Oh, that one pops up. Huh. Oh, a little bit of wear there. Yes, ma'am, can I help you? You had some books up here? What were they? How many? 2? What was your last name? Just a minute. I do seem to recall that. Just, you know that's a hard last name. Slow down. I have to back up. Now, try one letter at a time. When you have a name that sounds like somebody just threw a bunch of letters on the floor and scooped some up, I'm not going to know how to spell that. You're old enough to know that. What's your first name? It's a stupid first name. Well, it's not your fault. It's your parents. They lose a bet with somebody. Just a second. Oh, got it right here. Okay. They were under some other stuff. I was about to put these back. I didn't realize they were yours. Maybe you should have come in sooner. They almost got put away. And then somebody could have checked them out, and then you'd leave here crying, and wouldn't that be terrible? Little girl, wait your turn. Quit hopping around. Why are all these children in here with no parents? Is this your child? Where are your guardians, caretakers? Or did they just leave you to the wolves? I mean, why are all these random children in here? You're going to have to wait. I know you're not used to that. You're probably glued to a screen, but you're going to have to wait. Back there behind this frumpy lady. Now be still. Well, of course I didn't mean it. I wouldn't talk that way if you people didn't irritate me. It's really your fault. Now I need you, bring your card over. I need you to scan it here. Well, I know I have your information pulled up, but I have to make sure that you have your card. I'm not sadistic, it's just the rules. It says here we need to update some information for you. Looks like we sent you something, like an overdue notice, and it was returned not deliverable. Do you still live at 300 North Main Street? No. Well, it would have been nice if you told us that you moved. Let me, hold on a minute, slow down. Quit racing your motor. I have to take it out. Did you move out of Camden? All right, now I need your street address. Is that all one word? All right, is that Nathanville? Mount Trace. And what's your zip code? Okay. Did your phone number stay the same? I didn't say you could read my mind. If you need to know what I have in the system, you need to ask. Okay? Quit trying to make it sound like I'm the difficult one here. I have 555-383-2182. Okay. Just hold on. Is that 2 zeros? All right. That way, the next time you skip out on paying your fees, we can track you down. So thank you for that. I hate to sick the hounds on you, but if we can't find you next time, I may have to. We take that very seriously here. You owe us 35 cents, by the way. I know that's more than the cost of the stamp to mail the overdue notice. You don't need to point that out to me. Do you have it or not? Here. Give it. Give it to me. Just give it. $1? I don't have any change, sorry. You can donate it to we'll donate it to the Human Fund or something. You don't have a problem with that, do you? Especially since we had to try to find you and it was a lot of trouble. That's what I thought. Alright, so we have time stops for no mouse. Is that right? Doesn't stop for you either, sweetheart. You have to pay your fees. Or, here's a thought. Turn your books in on time. Oh, are you done? You put up all the books? That was awfully fast. That's highly suspicious. You didn't just cram them down the stairwell somewhere, did you? Because I literally had an intern do that once and thought I wouldn't notice. Look, everyone's piling up around my desk. Little girl, continue waiting. Quit biting your nails. God. All right, now. You have 7 days. Just like that movie, The Ring. You got 7 days or bad things are going to happen to you. Oh, honey, that's no threat. That's a promise. Here's your one. And then I have New Moon Rising by Eugenia Price. You ain't going to see no new moons if you don't get them back here. Hold your horses. I know you're in a hurry. Everybody's always in a hurry. Trust me, wherever you're headed, you're not that urgently needed. People rush around like they think they desperately got to get to where they aren't. And nobody there cares if you get there on time. I bet nobody would even notice. All right. 7 days. Remember the ring. 7 days. All right, well, happy holidays or whatever to you too. Don't let the shirt fool you. I'm fierce. It's a cute puppy dog, but I'm not so cute. Now, get out of her way. All right, small child, what do you want? You still have no parents. Are there just a bunch of orphans running around in here? Where are your adult people? Park in the car. You couldn't wait for them to park the car. What are you in here for? Don't tell me you want to look at a book. Of course you don't. Story time. Well, it's actually not going to start for another 20 minutes or so. No, I'm not reading the stories. I don't read to little kids. No, that's one thing. I draw the line there. I will not do that. What y'all can't be still? And you're like little petri dishes. You bring so much sickness into this place. I know you probably don't do it on purpose, but I'm starting to wonder. Every time the school year starts, you little people come scurrying in here with your germs and you spread them everywhere. It's like you're active carriers doing it on purpose, and I'm starting to think you are. But anyway, I'm not in control of story time. If I was, we wouldn't be doing it, or y'all would all be in a bubble somewhere. Go on in there and wait. Now, there is some, I don't know what to call her. There's this woman who's doing story time this week. She says she's a sparkly friend. I think she looks like a trollop. Now, I didn't hire her. But you go in there and she'll be glistening her way in here shortly, I'm sure. She was in here yesterday for the first time, and I did not know what to make of her. Olaf seemed to like her a lot. He just kept walking by there and looking at her like he'd have a shot at somebody like that. He didn't have enough money. Now, who's here with you? Your mama and daddy. Okay, in the middle of the day on a weekday? Okay. Well, you make sure your father flashes that wedding ring, like wipe his face or something, make it very obvious. Because if he looks like he has any money at all, he's going to get caught up in her tractor beam, and he may not make it out of here alive. I mean, that woman will suck the soul right out of his body. So you make sure he does that, okay? Don't ask questions. If you love your daddy, you keep him away from that shiny woman. Now go on in there. I'm busy. Go. I have no snacks. I don't have goldfish crackers. Go. They attract roaches. Go that way. All right, intern. You put all the books up? It was awfully fast. I'd almost want to ask to see proof of that. Olaf, what? I need to have a word with you. Okay. Well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go downstairs to the basement and dust off all the microfilm down there. I don't care if you want to do it or not, honey. You're not here to do things you want to do. You're here to do things that I want you to do. Do you understand that that's what being an intern is? Go dust off stuff. I have work to do myself. Okay? Take your supplies and just go. Olaf, I heard that you're going around telling people that we're a couple. You have what? What are you hiding behind your back? I don't need any Christmas cheer, Olaf. I am bubbling over with it. Can you not see that? I have on a puppy shirt, and he's wearing a Santa hat. How much more Christmas cheer could I possibly take before I would just die from it? I have on jingle bell earrings. They even actually kind of ring a little bit if you shake them. What? I don't need that. I don't want that up here. I don't even have room on my desk for it. Well, all right, but thank you. We're not a couple. Quit telling people that. I have people in other libraries saying it. You know we're a very tight-knit community. That's embarrassing. Just go plunge something. No, she's not here yet. She'll be here shortly. Oh, I'm sure you'll be back up here to see her. What's her name? Why do you care what her name is? I don't do names, okay, first of all. You're lucky I remember your name. I don't bother with names. I don't do that. That's not my thing. So, I don't know her name. Got me all flustered. Betsy Thornton. Oh, a bit of wear. it's really dusty down there in the microfilm room. Bless your heart, little intern. That must be very difficult for you. I've been taking lessons in empathy. Did that sound sincere? I really feel for you. I'm going to pat you on the shoulder. 1, 2, 3. Do you feel the empathy? Is it working? Well, then I'll tell you what to do, sweetheart. You take this little magnifying glass right here, and you look at me real hard and see if you can find my concern for the dust down there in that microfilm room. Yeah? Go on, take it. See if you can find it. And while you're doing that, get back down there and dust it. That's why you're here. You're here to do these things. So I don't care if you have buckets of dust everywhere. You get it all cleaned up with a cheery little smile on your face. Do we have desk masks? Do we look like Rockefellers? We can't afford that. Just go down there and do it. Won't hurt you too much. Oh, you hear? There's no need to validate. I will not hold your champagne glass. You asked me that yesterday. Look, there are some children in there waiting. A few more have gone in. You're reading what? That's not a book, honey. I've never heard of that. Charity Ella, that's not a thing. Okay, well, quit sashaying. Just stand still for a minute. Quit revving your motor. You're not impressing me. You were here yesterday. What are you looking for? Are you fishing for compliments? Because the well is dry here. You're not going to get any. I will not be fetching your car. I told you that yesterday. Also, I think all the highlights to your hair have gone to your brain. We do not do that here. We are a library. It's kind of self-service for the most part. You go in there, you sit down, and you read a book to those little kids in there. And hope to God you don't come out with bubonic plague, because you might. I don't really care to hear your whole life story. Just go in there and read. Okay? Oh, I figured you'd be back up here. Yes, she's in there. No, I don't think there's any trash in there that you need to go attend to. Except the piece that's sitting in that chair and they're getting ready to read a book. I have to admit, being around you has made me smile more today than I have in a while. But if you want to go in there and salivate all over her, you go right ahead. I'm sure she'll be very impressed with your overalls and your mop. It's nicer than the one on her head. When she was good. That one wouldn't know about that. Norma Fox Mazer. She's asking for what? I don't have bottles of wine up here. Is she serious? She wants to top off her glass? Oh, I'll tell her to go get bent. Tell her I said that literally. I'm not topping off her wine glass. This is not a restaurant. God, what world does that woman live in? Yes, small child. I don't even want to hear it. That's 2 questions. Look, wouldn't you like to check out a book? Do you know what this is? It's a book. Would you like to read it? We don't have Wi-Fi. We'll leave then. It's your choice. We're not the Jetsons, for heaven's sake. They're doing story time in there. There's a woman dressed up like a giant sparkly fishing lure who's reading some stupid story I've never heard of, if you're interested. No, of course not. It's not on a screen, is it? We don't care about that. Your generation is toast. You know that? Toast. Good luck with that. Olaf, what? What? Look, I'm ready. I'm getting ready to go to lunch. What do you want? What have you got behind your back now? Olaf, seriously? Olaf, you have to stop bringing me shiny trees, okay? If you want to give shiny things to people, go in there and give them to her. She'd probably wear it as a hat or a bra. I mean, you've got to stop. What do you... Stop. Just stop, okay? Please stop. I appreciate the thought, but the thing is, I kind of like being the way I am. I don't need to be cheered up. I don't need this thing that's looks like it's urinating tinsel all over my desk. I don't need sparkly things to be happy. Okay? I am very happy. Can you not tell? Can you not see it just exuding from my pores? I'm tickled to death. I don't need these. But thank you very much. Okay, well, go that way. There's a big area over there. Probably something over there needs to be cleaned up. At least they're stackable. Okay. What time is it? Oh, intern, good. I'm glad you're here. No, I wasn't missing you. I'm not gonna miss somebody like you. No offense. Well, not really. I need you to man the desk while I go to lunch. Do you think you can handle that? Well, there's not much to it really. You just stand here and answer dumb questions for an hour. I mean, it's literally all that ever happens up here is it's a never-ending parade of dumb people, and you just have to interact with them. I mean, I think you can handle that for an hour, don't you? Now I gotta go. My yogurt is getting stale. Okay. When do you get a lunch break? Honey, you just got here. Okay. We don't do that for you intern people. Okay. If you get hungry, you can chew on some bookmarks or something. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go to lunch. If these accidentally just, end up in the trash, that's fine. Okay. Saves me the trouble of having to do it. All right. Well, so far you've done, I guess, an adequate job. I'm not really sure, but after lunch, I'm going to go around and look at everything that you've done. How's the microfilm room looking? You're 5% done. You sound like my computer doing an update. You're going to have to do better than that, okay? You're young and spry, and you should be able to work faster than that. We'll talk about that after lunch. I need my yogurt. I'm starting to become grumpy, and it's just not my nature to be grumpy. So I want to nip it in the bud right now. Okay? All right, well, collect yourself and come on over here, and I'm going to go to lunch. Okay?